that was a little bit explosive. What's happening on my channel today?
火箭升至1000米高空，紧急刹车悬停，开始下落。尘烟起，火箭精准入库。我国民间。
咱们可以坐这边。
So, without further ado, let's hop into it. Now, we all know that Vlad and Pooh are really good friends with each other. That's Vladimir Putin and Winnie the Pooh Xi Jinping. And how they try to solve problems through diplomacy? Well, no. They do it the British style by playing some darts. We continue with the series of Made in China, and this time it's Chinese roads. Don't drive in China.
哇，我的天！你看，哦哟，你看是公路，公路真是不得了，哎呀不得了，公路都路上去了，都车子。
慢点，慢点，慢点。
哎，好看。
安全第一，真小事情。
哎，公路。
慢点，慢点，车子都不要走这儿过喽。
好看喽，这儿
路还久喽。
弄得来便宜一噻。那不空到个路线去，那主要还整个的还。
Of course, China is the greenest country in the world with 94,000 hydroelectric dams, solar power, wind power, whatever. But this doesn't happen in China at all, not at all. Even though this was filmed in China, but it doesn't happen in China. Facial recognition is going crazy in the People's Republic of China. I was watching in the UK that they're down with the facial recognition. That's a democracy. People can scream and shout about it. Yeah? But in China, it's just part of the daily life. Imagine you're a teenager, you want to play computer games. You would have to get Face ID, facial recognition to play the computer games. If you play it too long, you go on the blacklist, you go on the naughty list.
咱们可以坐这边，打游戏相对比较安静。然后咱们这边请坐。咱们可以扫脸上机，可以手动输入身份证号。然后咱们这边有那个一次性耳机套，还有一次性湿巾可以供您使用，您需要哪个？
先不用放这儿。
那先帮您放这儿，然后有需要您再使用。然后咱们现在那个右手。
Now this next video, I will leave it to you. This is Chinese state propaganda about spaceships, spacecrafts, whatever. Is this CGI? Is this the real thing? Would students really be able to do this with high explosives? I don't know. Leave the comments in the section below. Yesterday, I did a video related to extraordinary large cracks in Chinese aircraft carriers. And I wasn't too sure whether this is recent or whether this was a couple of years ago or whatever, which I did mention in the channel. Two people actually wrote this one down for me, fake channel. And then another guy said, a few years ago, James Cooper was predicting the collapse of the Three Gorges Dam due to cracks. Today, an aircraft carrier, he has a permanent crack on his head. Well, thank you very much for the constructive criticism. Just to let you know, I never predicted. I was just quoting what people are saying in the news. So, if you're going to criticize, please make sure you do the content. I won't block you like other people will. Be free to comment, I don't mind, but as long as it's constructive criticism, and don't personally insult me as well. But a kind gentleman did actually write this message for me. It's quite long-winded. I am going to read it now. James, thank you for all you do. Long-time subscriber from Oklahoma, USA. I spent 3 years on a super carrier and then visited most of ours as part of an inspection team during my last 4 years in the Navy. What appears to be cracks could just be non-skid coating applied to the steel deck wearing away. Whatever it is, it would seem to show a lack of maintenance. I did rant on one channel whether an American pilot said we should be very worried that the Chinese new aircraft carriers so big, so powerful. The US and the UK have been building and perfecting carriers for over 100 years. We've trained, practiced, exercised until we were very good at what we did. Every crew member goes to firefighting school and there is a redundancy at every level. You don't just weld a bunch of steel and train a naval force in 5 to 10 years. Even their admirals are limited in their experience and have inexperienced leaders who trains the troops. Absolutely agree with this one. And one more thing to go on with this, the last thing for today. COVID-19, I'm back with there. Now, I've been waiting to put this onto YouTube, but for the last 24 hours, but it hasn't happened. It's still under review, so please wait for that one. Brings us to a close today on Saturday the 27th, or the time I'm recording this, Saturday the 27th of May 2023. Have a wonderful weekend. Those comments I do read, and when I put a heart by it, then I read it, and sometimes I would leave a comment as well. And do subscribe, do like, do share, and any financial contribution goes to my kitty cats. Have an epic day wherever you are. You may notice there is a bag here that's been there for a couple of days. Next week, I am going off to Thailand to do some filming, just a basic small holiday for myself. And I would invite you to come in for the ride. I will be doing more updates of that a little bit later. Waffling on too much? Yes, I know. I will leave you with Vlad and Pooh one more time. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.